So what's up, yo, man? So let's talk about it, right? Cause we gotta talk about this Caleb Plant versus McCumby fight. You know, the adjustments, bro. Everything that Caleb Plant did to win this fight. Um, First off, we gotta start off by talking about McCumby. McCumby actually started his career at 175. So McCumby, bro, he's a big guy, man. When you stack up Caleb Plant and McCumby, you could tell that McCumby was a little bit bigger than Caleb Plant. And Caleb Plant, he's a pretty big 168 pounder himself. He's got a good build, bro, a very muscular build. Yet McCumby was even bigger than Caleb Plant, kind of with that same muscular build, right? But McCumby, he was hitting, bro. This guy, he was punching extremely hard. You know what I'm saying? He caught Caleb Plant early, and he kind of seemed to have Caleb Plant in trouble. Well, he actually did have Caleb Plant in trouble. It's kind of hard to tell how bad Caleb Plant really was in that fight, right? Because um, if he really was in trouble, bro, he put on a very good poker face. And then he recovered and he bounced back and he switched the game plan. See, Caleb Plant was in there trying to outbox McCumby, right? And with McCumby being a little bit awkward with his boxing style and having those heavy fists, he was managing to catch Caleb Plant, right? So even though Caleb Plant is a good boxer, he's slick and all this shit, when you get an awkward fighter, it contradicts everything that these technical boxers do, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not used to this type of stuff, So the adjustment that Caleb Plant made, it actually didn't come from Caleb Plant, bro. It came from Breadman. He's the one that told him, like, hey, fight on the inside on McCumby. Breadman caught on to that shit. He caught on to that McCumby couldn't really fight like that on the inside. And he told Caleb Plant to smother his power. Instead of staying on the outside and trying to outbox him and trying to be slick and dodge the power, he told Caleb Plant to smother the power. And this worked beautifully for Caleb Plant. Even though we've never really seen Caleb Plant do this shit, bro. This is what impressed me the most. We've never seen Caleb Plant fight on the inside like that, And I think it worked out well for him for many reasons, see, because when Caleb Plant is on the outside boxing, Caleb Plant's power diminishes a little bit because he cannot sit down on his punches. So when he was on the inside, working with Trevor McCumby, when you're on the inside, that's all you're doing, bro. You're sitting down on your punches. It's very hard for you not to sit down on your punches when you're on the inside like that, So with Caleb Plant being on the inside and switching to that game plan, bro, he was throwing a lot more powerful. He started attacking the body, bro, and McCumby didn't like those body shots. I believe that, when Caleb Plant started messing around and he started throwing his hands up, I believe it's because he hurt McCumby to the body somewhere in the exchanges, Because when you're on the inside, bro, you're hearing things that the people can't hear, you know what I'm saying? We're seeing this shit from the outside looking in, but when you're in those close quarters, man, you could hear what your opponent is doing, bro. You could hear when he's getting hurt. You could hear when he's breathing heavy. You could hear a lot of things that we, as boxing fans, can't hear. So I believe that Caleb Plant hurt him to the body, and he heard it from McCumby, and that's why he started messing around and throwing his hands up, because at that point he kind of knew that he had him, bro, and it was just a matter of time, But at the same time, Caleb Plant, he does have some decent power, bro, but it doesn't show up because Caleb Plant is a boxer and he likes to box, and when he's boxing, it's kind of hard for him to really sit down on his punches like that. But when he was fighting on the inside, the power came through, bro, especially to the body, and then he got the stoppage. But it was a hell of a fight from Caleb Plant, bro, because he showed a lot, man. He overcame adversity, bro. He showed off a little bit of the boxing on the outside. Then he showed that he has different levels in his game, And Redman was saying that they were working on the inside game, but that kind of wasn't natural to Caleb Plant, bro. He said that, like, even for the Benavidez fight, he said that they were working on the inside game, but he did not tell Caleb Plant to use the inside game on Benavidez because it wasn't as developed as he would have liked it to be. But in this fight, he said that he was very impressed of how it showed up, you know, and how Caleb Plant was able to fight on the inside and be comfortable fighting on the inside, you know, which is pretty cool, man, because it shows you that Caleb Plant is still improving as a boxer. Now, as far as Caleb Plant, bro, getting hurt by McCumby, you know, I had told y'all that I don't believe Caleb Plant is damaged goods. And I don't know what to think about him getting hurt against McCumby, bro. I believe there was a little bit of ring rust in this fight from Caleb Plant, bro, because he had been out for so long, you know. And I believe it showed up a little bit in this fight, right? And as far as him being damaged goods, bro, it's hard to tell, man, because McCumby was hitting hard, bro. He's not a very technical, like, his punches don't have a lot of technique, but you could tell this guy's just got some different kind of strength, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is like a heavy-handed ass dude that's just, if he hits you, he's gonna hurt you, you know. But so it's kind of hard to tell, bro. You know, it was kind of obvious that Plant was a little bit hurt, but how hurt he really was, bro, that's the question, man, because he was hurt pretty bad, bro. He had a very good poker face and he disguised it. And, you know, and then again, if he was hurt bad, he recovered well and he recovered pretty quick, you know. So we'll see what's next for Caleb Plant. You guys know everybody right now is calling for it, right? And it does make a lot of sense. Caleb Plant versus Berlanga. I think that would be a hell of a fight, man. You know, now with Edgar Berlanga, bro, the whole world is pretty much noticing how heavy Edgar Berlanga really comes into his fights, man. You know, there's people that have left it in my comments saying that this is not the first time Edgar Berlanga has rehydrated over 200 pounds. They're saying that he has a pattern of doing this in his fights, that he's actually been even heavier in a couple of his last fights. So with that being said, you know, would Caleb Plant take on this fight knowing that Edgar Berlanga is rehydrating this much? I have no idea. Will they put a rehydration clause? Who knows, right? But I do think that Caleb Plant would be down to take, you know, to take on a fight with Edgar Berlanga, because somebody like Edgar Berlanga, bro, I think Caleb Plant could outbox him, man. And I think, honestly, I think he could outbox him easily, bro. The speed is just way different. Edgar Berlanga doesn't have no speed, as you guys could see in the Canelo fight. And, you know, there's pros and then there's some cons to rehydrating so damn big like Edgar Berlanga, bro. And, of course, one of the cons is going to be that he's not going to be fast like that. He's not going to be fast on his feet. And I believe that somebody like Caleb Plant could outbox him very, very easily. You know what I'm saying? And the pros, of course, to that is exactly what happened. How Canelo could not get Edgar Berlanga out of there. Well, that is because he was so damn big, bro. And you guys can say what you want, but it's hard, man, when you're going up against somebody that heavy and you're trying to knock them out, bro. It's not just gonna come as easy as some of these smaller fighters, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me, man. I just wanted to come out here and talk about this Caleb Plant fight because that was a hell of a fight, bro, man. Shout out to both of these guys. Even McCumby, you know, he went in there and he put up a pretty decent fight, you know. McCumby, I just think he needs to work on his technique, man. He's got the power for sure, bro. He's heavy-handed, but he needs to work on his technique and maybe get back into boxing, man, and start boxing more frequently, you know. But let me know what you guys thought about this fight, man. Let me know what you guys thought about the way Caleb Plant showed, you know, he showed different levels in this game, you know, not that he could just box on the outside. He's starting to sit down on his punches more and work on the inside. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for me. You guys go ahead and leave me a comment, man. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll be on to the next one, man. I'm out.